So, well said by Peter Drucker that we now accept the fact that learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change, and the most pressuring task is to teach people how to learn. So, hello everyone, my name is Kirti Jain. Currently, I am pursuing PGDM from Jaipur Institute of Management, Jaipur. So, now I would like to talk about my learnings from my past experience and through my family. So, learning is not only comes from our parents, teachers. Learning is also comes from our experience. So, if I talk about myself, I learned two things from my parents, which is hardworking and honesty. They also I saw their hardworking journey, so which always motivates me to do work hard in my life, and they also teach me to be honest with everyone. And one thing they always mention is that family is more important than money, because if you are not with your family, what will you do of that money? So they always teach me that always prefer family over money. All and next thing which I like to talk about, which is my corporate life. Like before coming here, during my graduation period, I wanted to do job. So I decided to take off campus placement, because I don't want to go in at tech companies, and our institute, most of the companies who comes from placement is at tech company. So I don't want to go in at tech company. So I decided to take off campus placement. So when as a fresher, it was very difficult for me to find off campus placement, because at that time I don't have that much of knowledge and skills about my particular interest area. So it take 2 months time to find a job which is related to my interest area. And that time I was also I was also preparing for some competition exams. So, in starting days, I was not that much serious to find a job. But in last, when I did not get any response from the organizations, many organizations, so I started working hard. And that time, I realized that what is the importance of the knowledge and skills in practical life. So that time was very difficult time for me, and that time teach a lots of things to me. And when I joined my organization, I worked there for 4 to 5 months, and my experience of that company was really good, because my seniors, my manager was really supportive. And when everyone says that corporate life is hectic, but from my last past experience, I cannot say that, because my experience was in corporate life was really good, but there were some incidents which gave me a life learning lessons, and I will try that I will not repeat them. Uh, when I gave my interview for that company, so that time. I thought that I have some miscommunications regarding my salary bond and increment, because when I completed my training period, I thought that they will increase my incentive and they will increase my salary. But I don't have any proof of that, because in my offer letter these things were not mentioned, and due to some miscommunication it happened. So I had to face some consequences. And if you don't have any proof regarding these things, no one will help you in corporate life. So whatever talks you did with your HR, so all things should be mentioned in your offer letter. So these things will I always remember in my future. And second thing is like, we should not trust anyone in corporate life without knowing their intention, and we should always be professional with everyone, because we can't show our friendship in office. Like, sometimes we have to talk with someone which we don't like, or we don't want to talk them, but uh, due to we are like once an incident I want to share. like when I was working there, in my team one person was there which I don't like, because our thoughts is not matched, so we are not that much coordinate to each, we were not able to coordinate with each other. But once we were working in same project, so that time he talked me about in an unprofessional manner, so which I don't like. So that time I make a mistake that I give him answer in also in a professional manner, but I don't like the behavior he did with me. So I complained to my HR manager, but because of the fault was both of us, so we both of us had to face consequences of that, and they gave us the warning that it should not be repeated. And they also like teach me give me some lessons like don't be unprofessional with everyone. Doesn't matter the other person how they are talking with you, you should not be reacting in an unprofessional manner. You should always be complain to, you can always complain to me or any other person, because but you should not be unprofessional with them. So I learned from there that in corporate life you should not believe to everyone, and don't be unprofessional with everyone. You should always be professional with everyone. So these things I learned from my corporate life. So these were some lessons of my life. Thank you.